Have you ever stopped to wonder, what if you've already met your soulmate, but didn't recognize them? Many people search for the one, believing love happens by chance, luck, or fate. But in reality, Allah is always in control. Your soulmate isn't someone you randomly meet. They aren't chosen by society or luck. They are chosen by Allah. The Prophet Muhammad said, "Souls are like soldiers grouped in ranks. Those who knew each other before will naturally be drawn together." This means that meeting your soulmate isn't random. It's already written. But the way Allah brings them into your life might not be what you expect. Let's reflect on 6 ways Allah may introduce you to your soulmate without you even realizing it. 1. Through a delayed blessing that protects you. Waiting for something you deeply desire can feel frustrating. You might see others moving forward and wonder why things aren't happening for you. You may even question if something is wrong with you. But the truth is, when Allah delays something, it is never without wisdom. Every delay is a form of protection. Even if we don't understand it at the time. Many rush into relationships out of fear of being alone, fear of missing out, or fear that life is passing them by. But rushing into the wrong relationship is far worse than waiting for the right one. If Allah has kept you single for now, it might be because He is protecting you from a relationship that would have caused you pain, from a person who wasn't meant for you, or from a situation that would have made your life difficult. Allah sees what you cannot see. What feels like a delay is actually a shield. When Allah holds something back, He does so for a reason. Sometimes He is teaching you patience. Sometimes He is giving you time to grow into the person you are meant to be. Perhaps there are things you need to heal from, lessons you need to learn, or qualities you need to develop before you are ready for the person He has written for you. A relationship requires not just love, but wisdom, patience, and emotional strength. If Allah is delaying your marriage, perhaps He is shaping you into the kind of person who will not only find a righteous spouse, but also be the right spouse for someone else. It's also possible that the person meant for you is being prepared as well. Maybe Allah is guiding them through their own journey of growth. Just because you haven't met them yet doesn't mean they aren't on their way. Allah reminds us in the Quran that what we desire is not always good for us, and what we dislike may actually be what we need. This is where trust in His plan becomes essential. Rather than feeling frustrated, try shifting your perspective. Instead of asking, "Why am I still single?" ask, "How is Allah preparing me? What qualities can you develop? What aspects of your faith can you strengthen? How can you use this time to become the best version of yourself?" A delay is not a denial. It is Allah's way of saying, "Not yet, because I have something better planned for you." When the time is right, when you are truly ready, and when it is best for your future, Allah will introduce you to the person meant for you in a way that will make perfect sense. Until then, trust in His timing, make dua, and focus on becoming the kind of person who will be a blessing to their future spouse. 2. Through an unexpected connection that feels meant to be, life is full of moments that feel like pure chance, running into someone at an unexpected place. Meeting a stranger who says something that stays with you, or feeling an unexplainable connection with someone you barely know. You might think that was such a strange coincidence, but in reality there are no coincidences. Every meeting, every encounter, and every person who enters your life does so by Allah's perfect design. Many believe that love happens randomly, that two people just happen to find each other by accident. But the truth is, nothing in this world is accidental. The Prophet I said, "Nothing happens except by the will of Allah." This means even the smallest encounters, the briefest conversations, and the most unexpected meetings are all part of Allah's greater plan. What seems random to us is actually written in our destiny long before we were born. Perhaps you met someone years ago, but didn't think much of it at the time, only for them to reappear in your life later in a way that makes sense. Or maybe you had a conversation with someone who made you think about things differently, leaving a mark on your heart. These moments may seem small, but they could be part of a bigger picture that Allah is unfolding for you. Allah says in the Quran, "And we created you in pairs." This means your soulmate is already written for you. The journey of meeting them is not something that happens by luck. It happens exactly as Allah wills. Sometimes He introduces you to them in a way that is so natural, so ordinary, that you don't even realize it at first. Other times, He may place them in your path over and over again until you start to recognize that there is something special about this connection. But here's the challenge: many people miss the signs. When they meet the person Allah has chosen for them, they overthink, hesitate, or dismiss it as nothing significant. Instead of trusting Allah's timing, they wait for something dramatic to happen, expecting love to arrive in a way that is larger than life. Yet the most beautiful connections often begin quietly in ways that feel effortless and pure. The real question isn't whether your soulmate exists, because they do. The real question is, when they appear, will you recognize the sign? Will you be aware enough to see that this was always part of Allah's plan for you? Or will you ignore what is right in front of you, searching for something that was never meant to be yours? If you've ever felt an unexplainable connection with someone, don't ignore it. Perhaps Allah placed them in your path for a reason. Perhaps it's the beginning of something written in your destiny long ago. And when the time is right, everything will fall into place just as Allah has planned. 3. Through a halal path, not a haram one. Love is one of the most beautiful gifts that Allah has created. But in today's world, many have misunderstood how to find it. Society teaches that love must be tested before commitment, that you need to date, flirt, or experience relationships before deciding who is right for you. This mindset leads many into haram relationships, thinking that love comes from personal experience rather than divine guidance. But the truth is, haram relationships don't bring soulmates, they bring heartbreak. They leave people emotionally wounded, disconnected from their faith, and searching for something that cannot be found through disobedience to Allah. The Prophet Muhammad gave us a powerful warning. When a man and woman are alone together, the third is Shaitan. This means that whenever two people engage in a relationship outside the boundaries set by Allah, they expose themselves to temptation and sin. What may start as an innocent conversation can quickly turn into emotional attachment, leading to actions that bring regret rather than true happiness. Allah tells us clearly in the Quran, do not even come close to zina, fornication, for it is an evil and immoral path. Notice that Allah does not just forbid zina, He warns us not even to come close to it. This means avoiding situations, conversations, and relationships that lead toward it. Many people ignore this warning, thinking that casual relationships and talking stages are harmless, but they often end in pain, broken trust, and a weakened connection with Allah. True love is built on purity, sincerity, and trust in Allah. When Allah introduces your soulmate, it will not be through secret conversations, hidden texts, or haram attachments. It will come in a way that protects your dignity, strengthens your faith, and brings peace to your heart. The right person will not require you to compromise your values or go against what Allah has commanded. Instead, they will encourage you to stay firm in your faith, helping you become the best version of yourself. You may meet your soulmate through family, friends, work, or even an unexpected introduction. The path will be halal, honorable, and free from guilt. It will not feel rushed, forced, or uncertain. Instead, it will feel right, peaceful, and blessed. One of the biggest signs that your relationship is pleasing to Allah is that it brings you closer to Him, not further away. A relationship that requires secrecy, guilt, or disobedience to Allah will never lead to lasting happiness. But a relationship built with sincerity, respect, and a pure intention will be blessed in this life and the next. If you ever feel tempted to look for love in the wrong places, remind yourself, true love is not built in secret. It is built with sincerity and trust in Allah's plan. The love that is meant for you will come in the right way, at the right time, with the right person, without ever needing to disobey Allah to get there. 4. Through removing the wrong people from your life, losing someone you cared about. Whether a friend, a relationship, or even someone you once thought was your soulmate, can be one of the most painful experiences in life. You may have prayed for them to stay, convinced yourself they were meant for you, or struggled to understand why things didn't work out. But later, as time passes, you begin to see things differently. you realize that what felt like a loss was actually a blessing. Sometimes Allah doesn't bring the right person into your life immediately. He removes the wrong ones first. When a person is not meant for you, no matter how much you try to hold on, things will eventually fall apart. Not because you are unlucky, not because you are unworthy, but because Allah is protecting you from something that isn't meant for your future. The Prophet Muhammad said, "You will never leave something for the sake of Allah except that He replaces it with something better." Think about that for a moment. If you walked away from something haram, painful or unhealthy for the sake of Allah, He promises to give you something far better in return. Maybe you left a relationship that was built on attachment rather than true love. Maybe a friendship ended because it was leading you away from Allah instead of toward Him. Maybe someone hurt you, betrayed you, or changed in ways you never expected. But what if that heartbreak was actually a blessing? What if Allah removed that person so they wouldn't block the one who is truly meant for you? What if He was making space for someone better? Someone who will love you in a way that is pure, sincere, and aligned with your faith. Allah tells us in the Quran, it may be that you